This is the first time in almost a month that we have done a non-World Cup related video, but it was another idea one of you suggested and I was pretty proud of my thumbnail design, so I decided we'd mix it up a bit today. Multi-club ownership, or MCOs as they are known within the game, are becoming increasingly common in the world of football. We've gone with the suggested title of football clubs that own other clubs, but obviously it is often a single person, family, or organisation that owns multiple clubs, and in those instances we have just led with the dominant club. Here are our 7 football clubs that own other clubs. Watford and Udinese. In 7th place, we start with an instance just like the one we alluded to there, and probably the trickiest one to definitively state who is the leading club. Gianpaolo Pozzo is the owner of Serie A outfit Udinese, whilst his son Gino owns Premier League side Watford. By that logic, you may suggest Udinese were the leading club, and they were when the Pozzo family first bought Watford. But now that the club is in the Premier League, their revenue streams are far greater than those of Udinese. The Pozzo family also previously owned Spanish club Granada, but Gianpaolo sold the former La Liga outfit in June of 2016. Atletico Madrid and Atletico San Luis. Atletico Madrid are clearly a club very interested in extending their reach overseas. They co-owned Indian Super League outfit Atletico de Kolkata, now known as ATK, between 2014 and 2017, the same year that they acquired a 50% ownership in struggling Mexican side Atletico San Luis. The club were in dire straits financially and even went a season without playing any league football, but are now back competing in Mexico's second tier. Former Atletico goalkeeper Jose Francisco Molina took over for Atletico San Luis's first season under new ownership, and they currently have a whopping 15 players on loan, although only one of them is on loan from their Spanish parent club. Leicester City and OH Leuven. Another Premier League club who have spread their tentacles internationally, the King Power International Group acquired Leicester City back in 2010 and bought Belgian outfit OH Leuven in 2017. Leicester have enjoyed extraordinary success since their association with the King Power Group, winning promotion to the Premier League, winning a remarkable Premier League title, and reaching the quarter-finals of the Champions League in a remarkably short period of time. Belgian side OH Leuven are managed by former Leicester City boss Nigel Pearson, and his most recent signing shows both the benefits for the club and reasons why some people are uncomfortable with MCOs. Leuven signed former Leicester target George Hurst from Sheffield Wednesday after the 19-year-old rejected a new deal at Hillsborough. Had Leicester signed the player, a fee would have had to have been decided by a tribunal. But since Leuven are an overseas club, the price will instead be a fixed fee set by FIFA regulations, likely to be around only £160,000. Ajax and Ajax Cape Town. The first direct case of a club that literally owns another club, rather than a group or individual who owns multiple clubs with one larger than the other, Ajax set up South African outfit Ajax Cape Town back in 1999. The idea was to develop South African talent with the same philosophies as Ajax teach in Amsterdam. The project has been successful in as much as Ajax Cape Town's team is dominated by homegrown players and they are competitive in South Africa's top flight, but few have managed to succeed at Ajax proper, with Steven Pienaar probably the club's greatest success story. AS Monaco and Cercle Bruges. Another inclusion which does exactly what it says on the tin, AS Monaco the football club literally owns Cercle Bruges, with Belgium seemingly a popular choice for secondary clubs. Cercle Bruges were on a downward spiral and experiencing serious financial difficulties before identifying Monaco firstly as potential investors and ultimately as new owners at the start of 2017. From relegation battles in the second tier to promotion, it was of course a Monaco loanee who scored the goal to secure Cercle's return to the top table of Belgian football. RB Leipzig, Red Bull Salzburg, New York Red Bulls and Red Bull Brazil. Austrian energy drink giants Red Bull are well known for their advertising and ownership within sport, particularly motorsports and football. SV Austria Salzburg, based in the company's hometown of Salzburg, were the first to be acquired, and were promptly renamed Red Bull Salzburg in 2005. MLS franchise the Metro Stars were next, also being bought by Red Bull in 2005 and renamed the New York Red Bulls. 2 years later, Red Bull cut out the middleman, and instead of buying out a club, they just set one up on their own, namely Red Bull Brazil of Sao Paulo. Their most recent and indeed most notable acquisition though was that of German nobodies SSV Markenstrad, a lower league side situated close to Leipzig. 4 promotions in 7 seasons followed, culminating in a second place finish in the Bundesliga in the season before last. You may notice that RB Leipzig are the only club not to sport the Red Bull name, and that is because company branding is prohibited in club names in Germany. The savvy Red Bull execs renamed the club Rasenball Sport instead, but refer to them only as either RB Leipzig or by their new nickname. You guessed it, the Red Bulls. RB Leipzig have enjoyed much success since being bought out by Red Bull, but they've also been successful in ensuring that they are the most hated club in Germany. Manchester City, New York City FC, Melbourne City FC, Club Atletico Torque and Girona FC. The City Football Group are without doubt the most significant multi-club owners in world football right now, themselves a subsidiary of the Sheikh Mansour-owned private equity company Abu Dhabi United Group. That's right, the CFG are MCOs owned by ADUG from the UAE. Ah, the working man's game, don't you just love it? Manchester City were the first club acquired by the ADUG back in 2008. The club had just finished 9th, but despite the marquee signing of Robinho, they dropped to 10th the following season. Success would soon arrive under Roberto Mancini though, with signings like Sergio Aguero, David Silva and Yaya Toure establishing the club as a force within the English game. Man City are of course CFG's primary asset, but they acquired Manchester City Women and 80% of New York City FC in 2012. Followed by Melbourne City in 2014, and both Club Atletico Torque and Girona in 2017. CFG also own 20% of Japanese outfit Yokohama Marinos. All that means the City Football Group have controlling stakes in 5 men's teams, 2 women's teams, a minority stake in another men's team, with their overall football business interests spanning 6 countries and 4 continents. CFG have stated that it is their intention to have a club in every continent with the word City in their name, so we eagerly await their buyout of one of Antarctica's top sides, although we're not sure that even they could afford Steve Freeze. If you know, you know. So that's it for Hour 7. Let us know your thoughts and any other World Cup ideas you'd like to see from us in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for the People's Channel of HITC Sevens. Also, we recently set up a Twitter account, so you can now follow us and get in touch. Our username is simply @HITC Sevens.